Welcome to episode 37 of the Road to Rankman series in GeoGuessr Duels. Today we are starting with 1917 ELO, and that puts us at the 59th spot in the world. Let's just queue up and see how the games will go. And yeah, I will be right back when we get an opponent. Okay, game 1 we have a Deme 2111 ELO. It's quite a lot, and we're starting off in US. I don't know, I thought like Tennessee or like Arkansas or this kind of area. It is Tennessee, it's a good guess. We do a bit of damage there. I mean, it's a solid one, not the best, not the worst. We will take that. On multis that would have hurt, but yeah, still a decent guess. Striped card 24. Is it BC? What is this? Okay, let me look in. I think it could be BC. I think it's BC, like here. Yeah, nice guess. We are both there. I was between BC and like actually like Nova Scotia because I've seen similar coverage, but the card didn't make sense and the overall vibe didn't really make sense for that area. So I'm glad I didn't go there. It was a tough round for me at least because like I'm not that familiar with the card colors, with the stuff, with the copyright and like those things. So yeah. Speaking of copyright, yeah, I'd say this is maybe more best. It's just DACA, that's fair. We lose our first points there, but it's no biggie. But yeah, I'm glad I got that BC round. Right, it was kind of hilly and the trees just looked more like BC. We have a Parana Pine, so I think we just default click Parana here. It does kind of look like Parana anyway. Maybe like here. Santa Catarina. That also makes perfect sense. I'm kind of annoyed by his profile picture because it's only white and like it looks like it's not loading. But yeah, okay, this should be Chiapas. A really cool location. I mean, with the car and with the landscape, it should be Chiapas. Because it does kind of look like Guatemala, I suppose, as well, but the car is just the biggest clue, I would say. The mountains east. I mean, we are kind of in the hills, and we have like these big mountains. Maybe like here. Try that. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, it's kind of the right idea. No mistakes from either of us so far. We both played really well. Double damage in Mexico again. And they're dry looking. Tough round. Could be north. Just how far north? I'm gonna guess like Sinaloa, like here. Oof. It's just Veracruz. Not the best guess there, that's a lot of points. Don't know how to get Veracruz on that. That was a tough location. Did he just click Mexico City on that or something? Maybe it was Oaxaca, I didn't see. I mean, it's still a better guess than mine, but kind of a tough location. We'll have to check that out again. But I don't hate my guess, honestly. It was very dry for Veracruz. Yeah, is this Hokkaido or is it just like Aomori or something? I don't know if it looks like Hokkaido that much. I think I'll go Aomori. Yeah, it was Akita, but it's a good guess. Very accurate guess by him. But yeah, other than the Mexico round, everything else was pretty nice. We can still win this. Okay, just North Island, I would assume. Yeah, I think we just click like here. Let me refresh also. Okay, more north. Tauranga. Okay, 75 points. Round 9. He actually lost a game, so he's queuing multiple games at the same time as he usually does. Okay, I think we just go Sioux Falls on this. Kind of. We'll take that. A bit of damage back, 800. Quadruple damage in what? Okay, we're back. I think it's Montana. Is it Montana, like central Montana? Or is it going to be South Dakota? I think we have the diamonds. I don't know which one I like more. I think I do like Montana a bit more. Okay, it's Montana, but on the border. That is not game, but it's close. He clicked the border. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. We got the... Wow, bro, what is this map? Oh, I got 3 US rounds back to back. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, this map is like 10% US, so... I have to region guess Texas to stay alive. Yeah, kind of crazy. It's kind of dry, but it could also be south. Bunch of prickly pear is interesting. I think we go like here. I don't like this. Okay, we are slightly closer. Yeah, prickly pear, actually maybe I should have clicked Mexico border and just like click Mexico border, go next with the prickly, but it isn't that simple. Okay, you're actually kidding me. It's Quebec, but I think, wait. I think it's Quebec. No, it's BC probably, right? I mean, the mountains are too big. Wait, what is this? I'm going Vancouver on this, bro. The mountains are so big, it doesn't look like... It is Vancouver, that's game. That's game, right? Yeah, GG's. I almost went Quebec on that, bro, but the mountains were too big for Quebec. Did we merchant, I wanna know. I think if I refresh, it'll give me the... Yeah, I did merchant. I think it did show briefly. Yeah, we did merchant by 500 points. Where did I lose? Yeah, like Mexico. Mexico was the difference. I really don't know how to get Veracruz here. Maybe the tuk-tuk? Like, if you know in the comments, like, feel free to write it down, but like, I'm not going Veracruz on this. This is just not what I would assume with Veracruz. What else happened? This is like whatever. Okay, I want to analyze the game. Tennessee, good guess. Good guess here. This is whatever. Could have been better here. This was good. He went Guerrero. I don't know what made him do that. But like, I mean, I can see like Oaxaca, I guess. But like this area is not really that dry usually, I would say. I don't know, it was just near the city. Very hard location, I would say. This was whatever, as I said. This was fine. This was a good guess. This, we got the state, but it's on the border. He actually got the border vibe. I don't know if he was hedging. He might have been, but yeah. This was fine, and we just got Vancouver here. It looked like Canada more than the US, so I mean, I understand the guess, but it looked more like Canada, and it was a very, very cool location actually. But yeah, I don't know why my first thought was Quebec. It didn't really make sense though. Okay, 1940, we did merchant in that one, so I don't feel too bad just because of like that Mexico is just like, who gets that? Who goes Veracruz on that? But yeah, it was a merchant by 500 points. Anyways, let's just queue up again and see if we can keep the momentum. Okay, game 2 we have Kiribati, who's also on a 4-win streak and a very strong player. Yeah, it's no move again. Yeah, I really wish people queued NMPZ more, but they just don't. I think this is more Western. I think I want to go like near Prague. It is more Western, so a bit of damage there. Maybe I could have gotten these heals, but I feel like it could have been just anywhere on the border. Round 2. At least we're getting high-rated opponents, which is nice. Okay, Greece. Ever crit? This is beautiful. Ever crit though? Or Crete? It's probably Crete and not crit. Or Italy? No, I mean it's gotta be Greece. Yeah, it's Greece. It's probably an island. I don't know if I'm going... I think maybe like here? It could be Crete. It is Crete! Could have picked up 1,000 points there. Nah. It makes a lot of sense, but... Yeah, I don't know why I didn't go there. Okay. Missed the chance to deal 1,000 points of damage, but it happens, we just move on. A bit of Denmark. Looks more southern to me, I'll try like Odense. I don't know why, it doesn't have to be, like... It's not like I can reach and guess Denmark. Obviously. Yeah, we went for the same guess. Kind of southern, if you consider this like the middle. Anyways, round 4 is... I think France. France makes some sense. I think France actually makes the most sense. And is the only... Yeah, I can't see this being anything else other than France, honestly. Maybe Germany? No, this would be a wacky Germany. Maybe... No, like... I wanted to say maybe Hungary. It is Germany, yeah, that's the other option. It's 1,000 points, spree multis. It did kind of look wacky for France, but it also kind of looked wacky for Germany. But yeah, that was the other option. What is this, South Africa? Or is it... Bro, what's this tree? I think it's Australia, actually. That house looks Australian. Do we have eucalyptus trees? I think we do go like Victoria on this. It's Queensland. Wow, that's hard. Good guess by him. That's gettable with the... I think the house looked... And the house... Yeah. That's gettable. That's gettable. He caught me off guard a bit there. Still in the game. Wait, this is Austria, right? What is that pole? Or is it Belgium? Is it Belgium? It's Poland. Wow. We both went Belgium. That's a tough Poland to get. I don't blame him, like, I think we both just used the car meta, but... Yeah. I think this is just this road, right? It's not. Oh my god, it's on a pile. No, I keep missing these. That's game. That's a bit annoying, but that's on me. It was just the Amapa blur. Shouldn't be missing that, but yeah, like, I mean, my guess makes perfect sense if you ignore that. This is why I low-key don't like no move, as you probably all know, because of the car metas and that BS. But yeah, like, you just have to know those stupid things. I'm coping, but let's just analyze the game. I kinda rushed it there. Okay, let's analyze. Here, this was a solid guess. I was considering Crete the whole time, didn't go there in the end. This was fine. This is a wacky Germany, I wanna say. I mean, it's gettable, but this is just not what I would usually associate with Germany. But I can see it. What else happened? This was gettable, but it's hard. Not really too hard, but I also don't think that it's the easiest round. I don't hate the Victoria guess, but it's a gettable Queensland. This was wacky. How is this Poland? This is a wacky lock. I mean, the poll is wacky for Poland as well. I need to stop saying wacky, but you know what I mean. I mean, I am not going Poland on this. Like, Poland here is my 10th guess. Like, I'm not even kidding. This house maybe can help you, but yeah, not an easy location. And yeah, this happened. This was, I mean, yeah, I lost my points to this and this, basically. It's not even a hard Amapa round. He just insta-guessed, and I ignored the car blur, and I didn't... That's kind of... Like, you just... If you play no move, you have to check, like, the car, you have to check all that, and I kind of forget that when I play no move. But yeah, we'll just queue up for some NMPZ, and we will be right back. Okay, for the final game we have Cookie Monster 1841. He's on a 5-win streak, and let's try to end with a win. Starting off in Brazil, I would say. Paraná, good work. Sao Paulo. Minas. Maybe Minas. Maybe like here could work. I want to try it. I don't think the vegetation is that southern, so I think I'll try Minas here. It's Misiones. Oh, that also makes sense, but I didn't think of it. Makes sense with the soil as well, but yeah, didn't think of it. And it's the new coverage. Good guess by our opponent though. Okay, this is south. I should have clicked middle, but I tried to region guess. Yeah, actually didn't look northern at all. It was coastal, makes sense. But yeah, okay, let's now lock in round 3. We have England. Slight hills are interesting. Maybe it's Northern Ireland. But that's quite a commit. Go like here. Okay, it was northern, that's why we had hills. My guess makes some sense. There are some hills here, but it was quite northern actually, round 4. Just as well. Yeah. I don't know why I'm spending time on this, but I want to say like here. Okay, it's here. We were looking at this, makes sense. Actually, a good guess by our opponent. We get multis. And Crow, I think. I think it's Crow. It could be Slovakia. Czechia, Slovakia works. But I think it's Crow. Yeah, I think it's crow. Like here. Very nice guess. Okay. Only 200 points though. Double damage. In Never Maharashtra. That was the first thought. Could be like here, I think. Okay, it was a good guess. That's a lot of damage. 3000, we take the lead. 2.5x. Let's see. Is it Turkey? What is this? The pole could fit for Turkey. This could fit for Turkey as well. Could be like Istanbul. I'm gonna try Istanbul here. It is Turkey, but it's east. Is that game? That should be game. It is game. I thought of this area as well. I thought of the northern coast. But I wasn't sure. I don't think I'm committing max east. Istanbul makes sense, I think. It did look more eastern though. Yeah, it's gettable. The pole looked very Turkish to me, and this thingy. I mean, like the antenna or whatever this is. And I mean, obviously the beam. But yeah. Okay, let's quickly go over the game. It wasn't emergent in the end, but it was a very nice guess here in Misiones. So I want to see that again. Am I actually recording this? I am. Misiones makes a lot of sense with the palm. It's the new coverage, so that's the thing. That's why I didn't really recognize it. But it makes a lot of sense. With the trees, with the soil, everything just fits. I didn't see these trees actually. I thought, yeah, the trees actually do look quite southern, so Minas wasn't the best guess. Yeah, I should have clicked Paraná if I was going Brazil, but Misiones makes a lot of sense. South Korea, we don't care about that. This was gettable. It looked quite northern. I thought Northern Ireland, like here with the hills south. But yeah, the hills actually were quite big. Good guess in Eswa here by our opponent. Good guess in Croatia by us. Very nice guess in Maharashtra there. Yeah, we got the country here. It wasn't the best region guess. This was my first thought was like here. I considered this, like this was, I would probably go like this as my first guess because I guessed here. This is a second and this is a third, but like northern Turkey in the end was the right call. Slovakia actually I think makes sense as well. Maybe not with the bin, but I could see it, I guess. So yeah, not the worst. Not the worst gameplay there. 1938, and that puts us at 51st spot in the world. We actually climbed a lot with Tilo, I think. We gained like 20 points. But yeah, there's a lot of people that are in this range. So yeah, 51st is not bad. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.